feeling, it's the moment my life's gonna start. I got the feeling when the windows roll down in the car. I got the feeling if I wanna fly, I know that I could. I got a feeling, it's all feeling good. I got a feeling, it's all feeling.
Guys, we're finally moving to Canada. I really wish Conor was here right now to start this vlog off, but unfortunately he's had to go off and do something. And I'm in a limited time span at the moment. But anyway, we're on our way to Canada finally after all these years of you guys following us. We spent all of yesterday out in the wheat belt at our rental property, and we spent the whole day cleaning, packing, loading the trailers, packing the suitcases, cleaning the house, you name it. It was very hectic. My dad came up and did a few loads for us as well. And then we took the hour-and-a-half drive down from the wheat belt all the way down to here. So we're currently down here at Karrinyup Beach Waters Resort, or is it Karrinyup Waters Resort? I'm not sure. I'll write it down here. And it is absolutely beautiful for a caravan park. It has a pool, trampoline, heaps of stuff. Not sponsored. I just really like the caravan park. When we went to go and book somewhere to stay in Perth for a couple of nights, it was between hotels, Airbnbs and everything, and I thought, you know what, I'll look up a caravan park. So this is great. It's a chalet. I'll take you for a bit of a tour before explaining what we're doing with our travels. So as you walk in, it's got the couches. This is going to be a very quick tour. It's got bunk beds, cupboards, TV, kitchen, a dining table, toilet, bathroom, and then the kiddos are sitting in here while I video. That's our bed. So a few of you this week on Instagram have asked us how many suitcases we're taking and what exactly we're taking across with us. We always planned on 8 suitcases, 2 suitcases each, 23 kilo suitcases. But unfortunately, one of the suitcases was broken, so we just downgraded to 7 suitcases. But I'm actually quite shocked at how much fit in all of our suitcases. Like, we've actually got a few kilos to spare, so that's really good. I'll explain to you guys a few packing tips in a moment, but first of all, I just want to explain to you guys our whole flight pattern. We fly from Perth to Sydney on the 24th of Feb, land in Sydney, stay there for 4 nights because we have to do a COVID test there for us to land in the US and in Canada. And then on the 28th, we fly from Sydney to LA, LA to Dallas, Dallas to Seattle, and spend 15 hours in Seattle before flying out from Seattle to Vancouver. So it's going to be a huge trek with the kids. Lots of activities we've packed for the plane and everything, which I'll show you guys shortly of everything we've packed and activities and a few tips. So my number one tip with traveling is these little travel bags. I picked these up at Kmart. You can pick them up on Amazon or wherever. Basically, it's just little bags. You roll up your clothes real tight in them, and you can just squish them right in. It saves a lot of space in your suitcases. So that's what I've done for all of our clothes. And then because we've got such a long flight, instead of packing all of our clothes that we'll be wearing staying in Perth, Sydney, and then Seattle, we've left our clothes on the outside of these in the suitcase and just rolled them up real tight. That way it's easy to access them. These are just the clothes that we're going to use once we live in Canada. Okay, the kids are on the iPad in this room, so you're just going to have to put up with them in the background. But this is my suitcase here. Obviously underwear at the top and everything. You can see in here, Conor has put that bloody picture. I found it last night. For those of you that follow me on Instagram will know that this is a running joke. Started off one time, he put that picture in a weird spot. It's his passport picture. And then now we just continually do it. Sometimes it's a weight game. Like, I'll put it somewhere where he won't find it for months, and then all of a sudden he'll find it, like on the dash of the car or something. Anyway, we also use these suction bags, you know, the vacuum bags. So you put them all in, undo that, suction it up with the vacuum and put that on. So we've used those. For precious things, I have bubble wrapped. And then obviously it's not going in like that. I've just been going through my clothes, but then obviously padding it all with my clothes that I have left out to wear from now till we land in Vancouver. So hand luggage wise, I've got this one, and this will have some of the kids' activities as well as our passports, food. I eat gluten free, so I'm planning on taking a few things like that, just sunnies, kids' medicine, dummies, things like that. I will definitely go more into what we've packed for the kids for the plane, probably in Sydney when we land there. That's our camera bag. All of our camera equipment, drone and everything's in there. That's Connor's carry-on. The kids are also at an age where they can have a bit of carry-on, which is great. So what I plan on doing is putting most of their activities that they haven't even seen yet, because I want to keep it a surprise, in each one. So this one's Tilly's, that one's Riley's. They also have a neck pillow each, because last time we flew to Canada, I took just my pillow and Tilly stole it the whole flight. So I made sure they've got their own each this time. They've got earphones each for the plane, comfortable ones, because the plane ones always fall down because their heads are so little. And yeah, I will definitely, once we get to Sydney, I'll do a little bit, like 4 minutes of this video, because I'm trying to cut everything short, of everything I've packed for the kids for the flight. So don't worry, I'm going to get into that into more detail later on. Another tip we have is to buy some scales. I'll show you a little snippet now. We bought ours from Aldi. I'm sure you guys can buy them from anywhere, usually a big department store like Target. Basically you loop it around, pull it, and then it'll tell you the weight. So our weight limit is 23 kilos per luggage bag. I'm not sure what the carry-on is, but I'm sure we're under anyway, so if not, we'll disperse that as we get to the airport. So for now, we're just going to relax, go to the pool, chill out, see our friends and family while we're here. That was the main reason of why we decided to take 3 days before we depart, to spend somewhere local in an area where our friends and family are, because where we lived before, it was a 2-hour drive minimum for them. So this way we can see them. We've got the tavern here, the pub, we've got the pool, and we're just gonna relax, go and see my grandparents as well, and yeah, chill out. We'll see you guys in Sydney.
Honey, there's plenty I don't believe, plenty of things that mean nothing to me. But if there's one thing I know to be, oh, I know what you mean to me. I know what you mean to me. You've got a story I wanna read. You've got a meaning that matters to me. I know there's many more to be seen, but I know what you mean to me. I know what you mean to me.
Hey guys, we made it to Sydney. We've had a few hiccups along the way, unfortunately, but the kids did really, really well in the plane. We had a few activities for them to do, but the funny thing was, oh, by the way, Connor's there. Do you want to say hi?
Good afternoon.
Hi. The funny thing was, hey Conor, like Riley was just entertaining himself. He was like, remember when he was laying upside down and he was like trying to like touch the floor? I've already inserted it in here, but it was pretty funny. Anyway, we when we got to Sydney, our Airbnb that we booked beforehand was actually through Expedia. The photos looked the same when we got there, and it was 10 o'clock at night by the time we got into the place, but the smell of mold was so bad, hey?
Yeah, you couldn't enter some of the rooms. It was so bad.
Yeah, it was incredibly bad. I was so sick that night, like chronically sick. I kept having a fever, and I don't have COVID or anything. I just don't react to mold very well. So the next morning we decided to go and get breakfast, get out of that house, and we found a new place, which we've totally upgraded. I mean, the cost of it is like double the price of the other place, and we're hoping to get a refund. We've complained to Expedia and the company that they're run through, and we're hoping to get back with a refund in the next couple of days. But anyway, we've rented this place. It's called the Meriton. I'm guessing it's part of Sheraton and Marriott. Do you think? Meriton?
No, it's just a group of suites all through Australia.
Yeah, but are they owned by the same company? We'll have to look it up. Or if you guys know, let us know. But anyway, I'll go and give you guys a little bit of a tour just in a sec. But I just wanted to go over the fact that, and I know my dad will probably be watching this, but Watching back the video, I've already edited part of this vlog, and watching the part of me saying goodbye to Dad was honestly the hardest part of the whole moving abroad journey, or whatever you want to call it. All the paperwork and everything was nowhere near as hard as that saying goodbye to Dad. So I'm really hoping, see, I'm going to start tearing up now. Anyway, I'm really hoping that international travel will start up again soon once all the COVID vaccines get out there and it's safe to do so. So fingers crossed, keep them crossed for us guys, so Dad can come over, and we plan on doing a big RV trip with him through the US and Canada. So yeah, anyway, I'll take you guys through a bit of a tour, and then we'll go through everything that we've packed in our hand luggage for the kids, ourselves, and yeah, hopefully give you guys a few tips. So we have the longest hallway at the start of our entrance ever. It's a little echoey in here and Riley's asleep, but I'm going to try and show you guys without being too quiet. So obviously that's the front door. We'll swing around here. Really nice wooden floors. I quite like this colour. I think when we have our own house one day in Canada, fingers crossed, it'll be this colour wood floor. Got a few pictures of Bondi. We've got washing machine, dryer, go around this way, and then you go down this way, and then you go down this way, and there's some of my family. Anyway, so we'll start in here and then I'll go back. So here's the kitchen, huge big nice kitchen with a dishwasher, coffee maker, fridge, table. Huge big view behind those blinds, but I'll open them after. We've got the TV, table, but check out this view. See the Sydney Opera House over there? I'll try and zoom in. I don't have my good zoom lens on, but Sydney Opera House is there. You can see the Sydney Harbour. Okay, we're back down the hallway again, and then this is one of the bathrooms. Huge big mirrors in here, like massive. Our bedroom, huge king beds, like they are so comfortable. I had the best sleep last night. All of our luggage, all down here. I know you guys wanted to see what I've packed in luggage, and really we only packed clothes, socks, undies. We packed all of our photos, family photos from when we were little, and they're not on Facebook as a backup, in a box down here, which was my granddad's box, which I wanted to take. And then I've got the kids' like pregnancy journal, baby books and everything. My mum's jewellery, because my mum's passed away and I keep it as a keepsake. We actually, oh my God, I sound so Aussie saying this, actually packed our vacuum cleaner. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it was $1.5 grand for our vacuum cleaner. It's here in bits. And we just thought, why not? And it will work in Canada, which is good. Then I've got a painting that my mum painted. She liked doing art and everything, so I wanted to hang that up in a frame when we get to Canada. So I've wrapped it around the vacuum cleaner with a elastic band. Some more clothes. Of course, I've stocked up on Vegemite. We've got a few tubs of Vegemite in the luggage. Conor's Bushmills whiskey coasters. We've got toys of the kids, like when they were babies, just keepsakes. Their vaccination records. I've got some random tarot cards. I don't even know how to read tarot cards. Put all the kids' Lego in this Ziploc, not Ziploc, tie-up bag. It's like a library bag. So that's all their Lego there. I thought that would be good for quarantine. Keep them busy. Here is all of our hand luggage, like here, 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 and here. And then these are Conor's bags. We've got our Akubras. Oh, that's my mic for the camera. Oh, and that's my light for the Akubra, the camera. These are all our Akubras. So that's my mum's, because I wanted to keep it as a keepsake. My Conor's, and then mine, our Australian cowboy hats. And then obviously these towels are part of the room, not our towels. Conor's got his suits and everything. We've got a bunch of the kids' tractors, but I'll go into more depth with what we've packed. We've got another few suitcases in the other room, but Riley's currently sleeping, so I don't want to show you that room right now. Okay, so here's the kids' hand luggage. I thought I'd lay it all out. I'm currently standing on the bed trying to get the angle. Just thought I'd show you guys so then you can see a bit of an example and maybe get some ideas for yourself when you guys go traveling. So over this side we've got Riley's bag, which I showed before in the earlier part of the video, with his pillow. We've got sticker books here, some Duplo for him to put together. And he's got the iPad, our old iPad, which Tilly accidentally smashed this morning. It fell off the couch. She didn't mean to, obviously. Some toy dinosaurs for them to both play with. This one here is colouring in, but it's all mess free. So the markers only colour on those pieces of paper, which is perfect for the plane, obviously, so the markers don't go all over the place. I packed the kids some crayons here. Tilly got a little Lego thing. I don't even know what it is, but I'm sure she'll love it. She's got her Switch packed. So her Switch is like a Nintendo Switch thing. I know it's a console, but it fits in this little bag. She's playing it at the moment in the other room. Again, we've got the sticker books. She's got a little Lego book to put something together, and it's an activity book as well. And her pillow, headphones, and her bag. Okay, next is our hand luggage. We'll start over here. So because I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, I find it very hard to find something to eat in the plane. So tomorrow we plan on going shopping for a few more snacks like crackers and stuff to take on the plane. But this is just one example. We've got roasted chickpeas. The plane does sometimes have gluten-free stuff, but then it'll be smothered with cheese. So I'm just trying to be extra organised. We've got Riley's dummies in here and a bit of Bonjela, but he's got most of his teeth now. For the plane, for when you're going up and down, landing I should say, not up and down. When you're landing and taking off, your ears sometimes pop and get sore, so we've got mints for ourselves and lollipops for the kids. I prefer stevia, so I brought stevia to sweeten up my coffee. We've got some tissues, antibacterial wipes, Dettol hand sanitizer, all of our face masks, plus we have extras that are currently in the washing machine in our accommodation. Obviously my phone, and I'll be taking our phone chargers. I've got my glasses for reading. I've got obviously my wallet, my passports, or all of our passports, sunnies, a travel pillow, which really looks quite dirty actually from all our traveling. Also a Uno deck of cards. And then this lot over here, the coffee, isn't actually coming in hand luggage. I just sort of chucked it over here to show you something that we're actually bringing with us because we love our Nescafe Blend 43. It's nothing special, but when we got to the caravan park in the last accommodation, they had these little samples there. So we grabbed all those as much as we can to take to Canada with us. I also bought this power bank here just in case for some reason we can't find a phone charger and we need to get something off of our phones or our emails or whatever. We've got that as a backup. So all of that I showed you will fit inside my carry-on bag, and now we'll move on to Connor's. Okay, so for Connor's carry-on, it's actually our camera bag. Inside here, I'm using the Mac at the moment, but we put the Mac laptop in there, and it's a proper camera bag, so it's all padded. Then inside here, we've got the expensive drone under there. And then all the camera equipment. This camera I'm holding now fits in here with the lens. And we've got all the cords and everything that we need. And then we've been putting all of our, hard drives and everything in here. Because we are traveling with an infant, or a child I should say, we're allowed to take an extra carry-on. So we've got this one, which I showed you guys earlier. It's going to be filled up properly. Obviously it's not packed at the moment because we don't go for another 2 days. But we've got all the nappies in here. We've got wipes, nappy bags, pseudo cream, and then up the top here we'll be filling it up with extra clothes in case the kids need to freshen up or they have an accident. Also, I have put in the nappy bag. Actually, Conor packed this one. He put in the nappy bag change mat just because it can get a bit filthy in the plane. If you guys enjoyed seeing what's in our carry-on. Tomorrow we're off to go and do our our PCR COVID test in Bondi. So we'll keep you updated with that. That has to be done 72 hours prior to our departure of Australia to go to the US as well as to Canada. Hey guys, it's obviously the next night. I did plan on filming this part with Connor, but unfortunately the kids aren't sleeping. We've tried to get them off to bed a little earlier tonight because we do fly out tomorrow, but it's sort of backfired on us. So Connor's laying in there with them at the moment, and I just thought I'd jump on here and give you guys a real quick update. Today we did go off and go and do our COVID test. We all four of us had to do it for the US. Anyone over the age of 2 has to do it. For those of you that are moving abroad to Canada, you'd probably be aware that the Prime Minister in Canada, he announced a 3-day mandatory quarantine for anyone landing in Canada, and that goes with the whole 14 days that you already had to do. So the mandatory 3-day quarantine is in a government-run facility. So you land, you do a COVID test, you wait for the results in this 3-day quarantine. It is so expensive. And then if it's negative, you leave that quarantine and you can go off to wherever you are living, or Airbnb or a hotel, wherever you choose to finish out the rest of the 14 days. Trouble with this is people are having such a hard time to book these 3-day mandatory flights. You can only book them 48 hours in advance before you fly out, and they are really expensive. People are waiting on hold for 3 hours and then the phone hanging up. Somebody called and had to ring back 3 times. They're on the phone for 9 hours in total, and it was a $700 phone bill. So if you are having to do these 3-day quarantine, mandatory, whatever you call it, call on Skype if you can. Use Wi-Fi because it's obviously a lot cheaper than using your phone bill. So we didn't know what to do because our circumstance was a lot different to most. I'm applying for a TRP, which you'll know from, I'll try and link it up here, which is due to my criminal history. I'm not like full-blown criminal, I just didn't have a gun safe bolted to the wall. The gun and the ammunition was locked inside, but it wasn't bolted to the wall. And I actually didn't know I had a criminal record, or it was on my criminal police check, until I applied for a work permit and it came back asking for a police check, and then I ordered one and it was on there. So obviously that was denied, and that's why I am applying for a TRP permit as soon as we land at the airport in Canada. So fingers crossed we actually make it over there and I get accepted, because otherwise this whole trip will be for absolutely nothing. So yeah, because of our situation, we weren't sure whether or not we had to do this 3-day quarantine, because we were already having to do a 14-day quarantine in a government-run facility because Connor's coming over on an agricultural stream job. Anyway, last night we got the confirmation from the agricultural department. A lady that runs it all gave us the affirmative that we do not have to do the 3-day mandatory quarantine. We can go straight into the one that we'd already booked. Connor's free at it because it's for the agricultural stream, but Connor, myself and the kids have to pay. We've been refreshing our emails all day trying to wait to get this COVID-19 test results back, because you need the COVID-19 test results done 72 hours before you leave your flight to go to Canada. And we don't leave our flight to go to Canada until we actually land in Seattle. Then we've got a separate booking or a separate flight from Seattle to Vancouver. So we needed to make sure that our COVID test results were back in a time frame that was still in that 72-hour block from the moment that we leave Seattle to go to Vancouver. So we've been refreshing our emails all day, and then I thought, hey, I can check in. So I went online to check in for our flights, and then found out that our flight had been delayed by 9 hours, and we had a major freak out because we were thinking, well, will our COVID test be valid by then with this 9-hour block, and then all the other connecting flights? So it was the Sydney to LA flight that was delayed 9 hours, but then the LA to Dallas, Dallas to Seattle wouldn't have worked out. We would have had to schedule those around. So I was on the phone for an hour, over an hour, with Flight Centre, which is the company we used to book our flights with, and then it hung up. I was so frustrated. He ended up calling back with amazing news. Thank God he called back, because some of them just don't, and told me that he got us off American Airlines and we were able to be moved over to United Airlines? Anyway, we're flying with United now, so it's the exact same flight as before, same time, just different company. So that all worked out well. And then a couple hours later, we got our COVID-19 test results back, obviously all negative, which is great, and we're ready to rock and roll. So we'll be spending tonight downloading apps and games and stuff for the kids on the iPad, as well as charging up the phones and Switch and iPads and everything, making sure that's all charged. And I've just been asking you guys on Instagram actually for some recommendations of shows for me to download on Netflix as well as for Conor. So that's what we're doing tonight, making sure we've got podcasts, Netflix, ebooks, all that stuff to keep us occupied, because as you know, it's a huge flight. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys here. You'll see us tomorrow bright and early at Sydney Airport, and hopefully we get on our flight. I've heard of people being denied their flights because they don't have the right documents, or they don't believe that those people will make it to the US and will have to come back and get turned around because they don't have valid jobs or the correct visas or whatever. So I'm really hoping I've got all the right documents that my immigration consultant has given me. Fingers crossed we get through, guys. Hey guys.
Hey.
We actually got in. We're very excited. It was a very stressful time at check-in, wasn't it?
Yeah, it took a long time to go through it, but
yeah, we got through.
They said all the right things. And
yeah, well, it's not that I was being dodgy, but yeah, we got in and we just got through security. So we were originally flying, as I said before, from Sydney to LA, LA to Dallas, Dallas to Seattle, but they saw our crazy flight and decided to change us. So we're now just going Sydney to Seattle, Sydney to LA, LA to Seattle. So we skip out Dallas. So that's really good.
Yeah, it saved about, what, 4 hours, 5 hours?
Like 9 hours.
Ah, even better.
He doesn't know the flight, the schedule. Anyway, very exciting times. Hopefully we get there okay. The kids have been a bit grumpy. Riley's currently having chippies, aren't you? Food fixes everything. Yeah?
Honey, there's plenty I don't believe. Plenty of things that mean nothing to me. But if there's one thing I know to be, oh, I know what you mean to me. I know what you mean to me.
Hey guys, we made it to Seattle. I look like an absolute mess. Like, I know I look terrible. I blame the COVID mask. I'm covered in pimples. But anyway, we made it here. We haven't slept for 35 plus hours. Conor maybe got an hour sleep, 2 hours sleep in the plane next to Riley, and I got half an hour at the most. We're pretty exhausted. When we landed in Seattle, we managed to get a free shuttle bus through the hotel, the Hilton that we stayed at. But we had to do a lot of running around with all of our luggage. It was 7 suitcases, 5 carry-ons, and 2 baby car seats or toddler car seats. So that was sort of hell. We're at the hotel now. We've ordered Uber Eats. We've had shower, and we're just waiting on the Uber Eats to come. And we're just going to get off to bed and wake up bright and early in the morning, ready to fly out from Seattle to Vancouver. And fingers crossed we get in. I'll insert some footage here, or you would have seen it beforehand. I have no idea how I'm editing this video at this point, but of the beautiful views coming in and that mountain. As you look out the window, you could see the mountain peeking through the top of the clouds from the plane. Oh my god, Seattle looks beautiful. Little glimpse into Vancouver, I guess. But for now, we're going to go and relax, and we'll see you guys bright and early when we're ready to go across to Canada, and hopefully I get a work permit. Morning guys, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. I ordered Uber Eats. I didn't even know Uber Eats delivered at 4 o'clock in the morning. Up bright and early because we're planning on leaving Seattle at this hotel at 6 a.m. to get to the airport. Our flight's at 10 o'clock, but we know there can be delays with checking all the COVID restrictions required to get on the flight. So for now, I'm going to enjoy my coconut caramel latte from Starbucks And yeah, I'll see you guys at the airport. I forgot to mention, also I'm watching the news and it's really weird watching American news in America, because I feel like when we're in Australia, the news is always about America, or half of the time. But anyway, I forgot to say that we are, well, I definitely am. Are you nervous about going to the airport?
Definitely.
Yeah, about not getting in. Well, first of all, not letting... I would show you Conor, but he's like half naked sitting at the table eating a bacon and egg McMuffin, not McMuffin, Starbucks thing.
Perfect picture.
Yeah, nervous about going to Seattle airport and them not letting us on the flight, because I know that they need to do the same sort of calls that Australia did to make sure that Canada will most likely let us in. And then if we get past that point, that'll be fantastic. But then also being worried about, will Canada allow me in with my criminal crap? So it's nerve-wracking, hey? Imagine if we made this whole flight and then we don't get in. So hopefully in the next few scenes on here you'll see us getting in and happy tears or sad tears.
Let's go. Doesn't even matter where or when we're coming home. Let's just go.
So we got through the US check-in to go into Vancouver. They did have a bit of trouble with Conor's passport, I'm not sure why, but we just used his British one and somehow it cleared whatever error was on the Australian one. They looked at our COVID test results, that went all through fine, and what was the other thing they looked at? Yeah, they looked at the visa and everything, so everything's gone through fine. We might have another checkpoint when we go into the plane. She said they may re-look at the COVID tests and the visa, or the passports, or so, I don't know.
COVID and passports.
COVID and passports, Conor knows more than me. Yeah, and then the big test is to see whether we get in at Canada. Hopefully I get, Conor will and the kids will, but hopefully I get that visa that I've got to go for. Alright, so we just checked in to go on the plane to get to Canada. Just another little update. They checked our temperature, they checked our COVID negative tests and passports, tickets, and then just asked why we're arriving in Canada today, and we just said for work obviously, but didn't actually have to show anything. This isn't going to be for everyone obviously, it depends on who you get on the day, but I didn't have to show anything, so I just said obviously for work. Anyway, we're going to go board our plane now.
I got a feeling it's the moment my life's gonna start. I got the feeling when the windows roll down in the car. I got the feeling if I wanna fly, I know that I could. I got a feeling, it's all feeling good.
Guys, we've landed.
It's all feeling good. The sun will show the way. I know the road to take. Throw all our cares away. I don't need to knock on wood. The time is on the side.
Okay guys, so we're here. We're in Vancouver and I'm really nervous. Am I going to get this TRP visa? Trying to breathe. Guys, my work permit was approved. 2 years. Oh my god. I've only just found out. Like literally, that's it. Happy? Oh my god.
Very happy.
See, it pays off.
I don't know how I was going to do it with 2 kids without you, so... Definitely happy.
Oh my god.
Big race. That worked.
I've been bottling this up. I haven't been thinking about how good it's going to be, like I have, but it still hasn't sunk in. We're here for 2 years now. Thank God. Imagine if we had to fly all that way back.
That just wasn't happening.
I want to cry, but I want to scream with excitement. Is this good?
Yeah. No.
I don't believe it. Connor's purposely eating a lollipop so he can have his mask off for a bit.
No, I'm definitely eating it.
Happy? Yes! I'm also holding this down here because I don't want people on seeing me videoing because it's quite awkward and I don't know if you're really allowed to video in here, but oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Oops.
Riley.
Wait for the vlogs that are going to come soon, guys. And buy caravan, yeah? Caravan RV, big RV eventually, and travel around and go work on the ranch. And we can finally do it. All these years we've been planning for this, going on a huge holiday to come here to see if we want to move here, and then applying for different visas and finding out we can't do it because of that bloody criminal crap.
Oh yeah. International.
We did it. We did it. See, guys? You can't get it to work unless you got a plan, and our plan finally paid off. Anyway, he's calling us, so I better go. Guys, we're here. We did it. We're in the hotel. We've literally just walked in, like we just dumped the bags and we're in, and I wanted to jump on here because I was so excited to say we did it. And I cannot believe it. I've actually still got the sticker on getting tested. You had to wear that after you had got your COVID test. I can't believe we actually got here. It's crazy. I was a little worried when we were getting our immigration stuff done, but there was a few people in there causing a lot of, I don't know, kicking up a storm because they didn't want to do the quarantine or claiming they didn't know about the quarantine. But it sort of made our case look a lot better. So anyway, we got in. We're in Vancouver, we're at the quarantine hotel. They were fine with the hotel that we're in. We'll probably go more into detail with the quarantine and the testing and everything we went through in the next video. But for now, we're going to end it here. I'm going to go get Conor to say bye to. Just to say that we're so happy we got in, and thank you for everyone supporting us and all the messages. Say hi.
Hey guys.
You got your tested sticker still on?
Tested, yep, I'm tested.
You happy?
Police tested, very happy, very relieved.
Yes.
And now sitting in front of the TV because the kids want cartoons.
Yes. So we're going to order some Uber Eats again. Have a shower, get in our pajamas and chill out for 2 weeks on quarantine, mandatory quarantine, and yeah. See you guys in the next video, and thanks for all the messages again and comments, and comment below to tell me what you guys want to see in the next video. See ya, say bye.
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 Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday through Thursday and Friday and Saturday too. We'll look for a home that is just right for you. Monday through Sunday and the whole week